The idea was that Fee was a child, like in being there, who was a simple-minded orphan who had grown up entirely educated and raised by the TV. Never stopped watching it from the time he was a small child.
I can't read. I like to watch TV.
All you gotta be is white in America to get whatever you want.
I understand.
So he's kind of this naif, and he really didn't have much development except that he was shown as a child, and then he was grown up, and he'd grown out of his suit. His suit was too small for him, and he would perform the songs, declaring that I love my television, and where he sees all the things in the TV that he can't have, and I want it all now, and then he wants love and the beautiful girl on the TV, and love's a mystery, and all of those songs had images on the screen that showed other members of the band, or Ree, his fantasy love interest, interacting with him in ways that were scaled so that they were up in a big TV screen looking down onto the stage, down onto the little character of the TV boy. One of the sequences had Ree, the girl in the dream sequence, primetime girl, up on a billboard. The billboard came to life as he was watching it, and her frozen image came to life and began to make fun of him. It was a lot of taunting going on. Another sequence had the band members playing No Mercy, and on the screen was all the members of the band working on a TV assembly line or some sort of electronics factory assembly line. Bill sings Only the Strong Survive as a fast-talking used car salesman. It was as though we were rebuilding the world that he was forced to inhabit. And in the end, he is driven mad by the imagery and commits telecide, which has the TV boy ramming his head into the live TV with all sort of explosions and sparks and all. And he emerges resurrected with the picture tube for a head, which I think still does. It looked really good in those days, though. We had a big renticular, is it called renticular lens on front of this picture tube helmet, and he really looked like he was inside the TV tube. It was all about video, and we didn't have any way to create big video in those days. It was very frustrating. We had those 4 or 6 or 8 little monitors on stage, and then a really dim black and white video projection. And I realized if we put the video on film and did pre-recorded segments, not live, put them on film, you could project a bright enough image to put the tubes inside of a giant TV set. So we built this big 20-foot TV frame, and knobs and wires and big capacitors and transistors and everything, and built this whole stage that looked like the inside of a TV set. And our first opportunity to do that show was the beginning of the remote control tour. We used a 35mm projector from the back of the hall, and I believe there were synchronization problems and lighting problems, and our management and band members, probably a few friends, said it didn't work, or they couldn't see it or understand it, and it was a disaster in their minds. We didn't even do a dress rehearsal or give it a chance to work or anything. And the band and the management pulled it after one show. Our management, Ricky Forrest, gentlemen, tomorrow we'll have a meeting at my house, very important. There were some problems this evening, it's time to go, we must have a meeting. I expect you all there at 12:30. We met at our manager's house, and he he would say the worst possible thing he could say, which was, now, I know Mike's worked really hard on this video production, and it's nobody's fault, which means, wait a minute, who did you just say whose fault it was? And I just got furious. He said it was my fault. And it cost $12,000, the whole production. The projector included, so that was like a shocking sum. We didn't manage this properly. It's not anyone's fault except for Mike. He just like had a passively aggressively made it clear that it was something that we didn't need anymore, and it was superfluous to the music, to the kick-ass rock and roll. And this guy, Ricky Farr, by the way, is the model for the manager in Spinal Tap. But the reality was that the management was trying to cut down on expenses, and if you don't take machinery and projectionists and whatnot, you can cut things down. So now that I look back at the material, it would have worked great. And a lot of people who saw that one and only performance at Royce Hall at UCLA still tell me about it to this day.